What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How's it going today? We got Munch, Vanillix, Bladwords, Cinder, Greg, Grenji, and Squishy Lad. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing today? How are you all doing today? I just realized these are still sitting on my desk. I should be like over there, so I'm gonna move them. Now, like, I don't know why. Yo, Trap's dead, Mr. Pokemon. Welcome to the stream, guys. I can't be here for a long time, sadly. Hey, I'm glad you're able to be here for any time, though, man. That's awesome. BBMC's World, welcome to the stream. You're doing great. That is good to hear. And you're doing good as well, Bladwords. Awesome, guys. Always good to hear you guys are doing well. Hopefully today's the day, guys. It's been too long. It has been way too long on this Regice. Hopefully today can like be the final day. You got the shiny slanted. Awesome, Bladwords. Was it male or female? You're not in a lot of pain anymore. Awesome, Cinder. Good to hear. You're hearing your right ears getting better again. Awesome. Yeah, I guess the inflammation and all that stuff's going down. Your hand is watching. Be nice. I'll try. I will try. Spider-Man is taking up like your whole weekend. Hey, I mean, if it's a good game, that's good to hear. A no Pokemon weekend. Mine's been a little bit not Pokemon. Like, I kind of have been away from most things for like when I posted that Discord thing, like, oh wow, I've been offline for like 24 hours. Aside from like turning on YouTube one time to like watch a video last night, that's all I've really been on. Like anything. Not even really Pokemon related. Can only stay for an hour. Hey, that's all good, man. That's still half the stream. You're gonna hunt Dunsparce because memes sounds like a plan. You finally streamed and got a pre-recorded video up, and you can say you had way too many editing technical difficulties, but it worked your tail off. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad you're able to do stuff again. I know you've been having a lot of issues overall. Alright, guys. Last time, which I guess wasn't yesterday, but Friday, we hit the like goal, what, 2 times? 2 times before the stream ended. So I think we'll do the same thing today, this time like goal starting at 35. If we can do that, we'll extend the stream 10 minutes. Sub goal as well. And, you know, 5 minutes for every other goal hit afterwards. It's a male. Hey, that's all good, man. That's all good. It's still a shiny. But yeah, I hope you're able to get a female one if you are going for that Salazzle. 2 months till let's go. Yeah, we're getting really close. We are getting close. Midnight, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Please stop with the plug and stuff though, man. I know it's a joke. I know it's a joke, but still. It wouldn't be bad if it's like 200 encounters. How many encounters was it? Did you say 14? Oh, no, the 14,000 is for me, yeah. You have a question? What's up, Jam? Welcome to the stream, by the way. I know, man. I know you're just playing. Spent 5 days and 865 encounters with SOS with the Shiny Charm. Sometimes it just happens, though. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, with SOS, unless you're doing cute charm stuff, it's got that 1 in 8 chance. So it's rough. It is a rough one unless, like, you can prep for it. Yo, Golden Gamer, welcome to the stream. Still hunting. It's been 2 months for this 2 months for this Regice and 5 for the Charmander. It has, Golden Gamer. It has. How are you doing, by the way? Can't find your DS. Oh no. Oh no. You're in a good mood today, because now you can get your Shinies feel into your game on your own. So glad you finally figured out how to get homebrew again. Yeah, like you have to like be really keeping up with that community to always be in the know. Because it seems like every other month Nintendo completely patches out how they've been doing it before. Had an amazing weekend. I made an unintentional pun. There you go. The best kind of puns. Amazing, actually. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. I don't know if you guys can hear, but my voice is not doing so amazing. It's not like... It's not awful. But it is struggling. It is a struggling right now. I can feel it. It's not as bad as it could have been. But... yeah, I lost my voice a little bit yesterday. I know we've had streams before where it's been like gone. Like I think that's one of the reasons I had Mel on a stream was because like, oh hey, I can't talk. Your allergies are calming down a bit. Good to hear. Good to hear. As a fellow allergy sufferer, I know how rough those can be. Denistixo, again, I know I mispronounced that. Denistixo, welcome to the stream. You need to put a hat in the Regice. If it hits 10k, if it hits 10k, it gets the top hat. But I don't think Regice is going to be hitting that anytime soon. What am I studying in college? I am majoring in computer science. And occasionally coughing. Oh, I'm sorry, man. For me, it's always like my sinuses get really clogged up, and then like I get sinus infections from just how bad my allergies are. If it hits 10k, that's like another month and a half. Like, I hope it doesn't. Yo, Tegan, welcome to the stream. Halucha, Bruxish, or Eevee now. I'll let chat decide. I haven't hunted Halucha or Bruxish. I know Eevee's pretty easy aside from the sand attack stuff, which is pretty easy to account for. Yeah, everyone's saying Eevee. I'll go with Eevee too. You've been doing that nasal core stuff and nose. Nice. I've had allergies like pretty bad for like most of my life. Like I was on, like I've been on pretty much like every like common allergy medication. I was on it before it became over the counter. Like I took Claritin D and like Claritin and all that stuff before it just became like, oh, regular, just take as an allergy medicine thing. Like you actually had to get prescriptions for it. Same with Allegra, same with Flonase and Nasonex. Like I was always like on the like here's the like prescription allergy medication. Like that's just what my allergies were and have been. Want to sell your 3DS? Ultra Sun is the only game you have left, and shiny hunting got boring. Want to hunt on Switch then, but you want to save your shinies. Do you think Pokebank will come to Switch soon? I wouldn't say soon, Jam. I think it'll be Gen 8 will be out by the time it comes to Switch, I want to say, but it will come to Switch. Like Masuda's even said, like in regards to the Let's Go games, even he doesn't want to ever have Pokemon fans be in the situation they were in between Gen 2 and Gen 3. He wants their, like, Game Freak wants you to always be able to save your Pokemon and move them up. So, yeah, like, Pokemon Bank's gonna come to the Switch as soon as, like, the main Pokemon games come to the Switch. Like I said, Let's Go's a bit different, the stats aren't the same and stuff, and, like, they're still, like, kind of their own isolated little game. But once those 2019 Pokemon games come, I would expect to see Pokemon Bank come to the Switch shortly after. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Mr. Pokemon. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Yeah, it's over the counter now. Yeah, I mean, that's just... yeah, like, that's the thing, is I've always been on those. Not recently. Like, but back when I was younger, I was on those, like, when they were still, like, prescription stuff. Maybe we can use 15 Pony Luck to bring a shiny today. Maybe. Maybe that'll help. I hope it does. So you're going to college in February and you don't know what to study. Oh, cool, man. Cool. What are you interested in? Because that's definitely a big part of it. It used to not be. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like most medicines are like that, you know. Looking in the decks right now, and the lowest encounter you can see... oh, in the description right now, the lowest encounter you can see is 32 for Ho-Oh. Yeah, we got Ho-Oh super quick. Oh, Poochyena with 31. Poochyena's a bit different. Poochyena was RNG abuse, so I don't know how much I'd really count that towards everything, but yeah, Ho-Oh was the same odds as Regice. You better be able to transfer your Raikou and Brisbane up to Gen 8 or you'd be so mad. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Game Freak definitely doesn't want to pull that again. The only thing I can see is, like, on top of having to pay for the Switch Online, is having to, like, on top of having to pay for Pokemon Bank, you'd have to pay for Switch Online to access it. That would be unfortunate, and I would not enjoy that very much. Fire Emblem Pokemon 2019 VIS remake is going to be nice. Oh yeah, Bowser's Nice Story remake. Oh, for next year? Yeah. I remember before you were playing on 3DS and it died, heard in the back the shiny sound. It's been a very deep depression for a while. Never found a shiny before. Aw, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yo, Spencer Palat, welcome to the stream. In back, it's been a billion years, and we still haven't found the Regice. How are you doing, man? Last week was your first week of high school, and you had a quiz on Friday. Well, how'd that go, Grungy? Should you hunt Volibee or Spearow? I actually think Spearow is a pretty cool shiny. And honestly, the reason I hadn't hunted it until I did, which was only like a couple weeks ago, is I could have sworn it knew Sand Attack. Spent 6 months looking at that pink deer. You better let me have it in Gen 8. Oh yeah, they definitely will. They definitely will. Like, the only reason you couldn't transfer from Gen 2 to Gen 3 was honestly like a hardware problem. As well as, they redid the stats, and it was a bit of a hardware issue. The Game Boy uses a bit different of a pinout on the link cable than the Game Boy Advance. So like, even though it's the same plug, the actual wires like would cross in a way. So it was just impossible to do it, because when you put a Game Boy, even if you put it both the cartridges into Game Boy Advance games or into Game Boy Advances, like if the Game Boy like color that's basically stored inside the Game Boy Advance would use the like old style of that connector inside the new connector, so it would like get thrown off. So unfortunately, like, it's just physically impossible to do that. But now that we have the whole internet thing, it's easier for them to write the software to like convert them. Yo, Trash, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Your luck is really good off screen. I know, that's kind of like what I've been thinking, what like Discord's been thinking for a while, because like almost daily I'm able to be like, here's a shiny or two that I've found, and then like there's this. Then there's this. Both these hunts over odds. That said, I need a friend who could save your shinies on her 3DS, but she doesn't have a Switch. I think you could make her an account with her, an account with her Nintendo network ID on your Switch. Yeah, you should be able to. The thing there is, then it'd be linked to a certain profile, and I think everything's kinda linked there. Like, you would have to make your Pokemon game on that network ID's profile. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird situation. Obviously, I don't work for Nintendo, and I can't give you an exact answer. That's like my best guess, though, is that would work. But I don't know. Yeah, that's a rough situation. You like drawing, music, and one day you want to have your own cartoon? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Like, dream right there. There's definitely schools for that and stuff. I don't know of them. I'm not a very artsy person myself. I'm more of the computer side of it, obviously. So, like, I was looking at schools for that. Yo, Greg. You're thinking about trying Fire Emblem Warriors. I thought about it at one point. I ended up deciding against it in favor of, like, another game. I forget what it was. Then she could ship the shinies from her 3DS Pokebank to your Switch Pokebank next year. Yeah, I mean, like, worst comes to worst, she could hold them in her Pokebank and bring them down into her game, and then from there trade them back to you. Like, there's definitely ways to do it. Like, you could just trade them to your friend and she could hold on to them, and then you could get them back later. Like, that is definitely an option. Spatial Palkia, after getting Shiny Poipole, you'll transfer all your shinies to Ultra Sun and restart Ultra Moon to hunt Kyogre. Hey, that sounds like a plan, man. Use your network ID on the Switch anyways. Your network ID has to be connected to the Nintendo account. Yeah. How's life? It's going well, Stefan. How are you doing? How are you doing? Imagine while hunting for the Charmander, you soft reset and no one noticed it was shiny. I don't think it's happened, because we're not even to double odds yet on Charmander. Because Charmander's a 1 in 80, 192 hunt. So, like, it's definitely a thing where, like, Charmander is up there, and we've obviously done 14,000 encounters for it. But it's a bit different from Regice. Regice has, like, 6 times as likely for Regice to show up as it is for Charmander to show up. What do you think what do I think of the thumbnail that you sent me? I think it was good, Renji. I think it was really good. Don't like Nintendo customer service. I've never had to deal with, unfortunately. You're hunting for shiny Volibee. Awesome, Bladwords. Good luck, my man. Good luck. Just 10 minutes to get back to you. I mean, that's not bad. Freaking Poipole be shiny already. I know, right? That was my feelings. Yo, Adion, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Gotta go feed your cat spear back. Alright, see you in a bit, Tegan. See you in a bit. Alright, we're gonna send you a new pair with no charge. That's not bad. For no charge. Think it's possible to trade between Switch and 3DS? I think it's gonna be Pokemon Bank, or basically you'll be able to transfer them up from games. You know, I don't actually know. I don't know. I wonder how that'll work, because I know like Gen 5 to Gen 6 you could trade them, but then like the systems still kind of work for that. I don't know. It's definitely possible. I don't see it being impossible by any means. But yeah, who knows? Who knows how it'll work? Because obviously we haven't really seen many like communications as far as games between them yet. When you hunt Regis, it's shiny. Everyone else. Oh, and you show everyone else, and your friends offers at your DS. That's not good. Alright, we've lost this booklet thing you need for school, and you have double science first thing tomorrow morning. Ah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Double science does not sound very fun. Tomorrow's my long day at school, though. Like, it's the reason I don't stream. But it still at least starts kind of later on in the day. Hyperactive Kai, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Got to pick up the colors. Nice. Alright guys, I'm trying to think how, you know, what was I meant to say? How far over odds, like by actual number, is, yeah, no, I don't think, Regice hasn't passed Charmander in that yet, I don't think. 3 double sciences a week is killing you. Oof. Oof. That does sound pretty rough. I haven't really touched your Nintendo. You haven't touched your Nintendo consoles recently. My throat's all scratched up, and like it makes it where everything sounds weird to say. So I'm like flubbing all over the place here. I've actually started touching some of my Nintendo consoles a bit more recently, like at least my Switch. Because obviously, recently I've been pretty hardcore on the DS outside of the streams, as like people who have seen the Shiny Showcase in Discord may have noticed. Yo, Pikachu Carla, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Adam656, you got Yuxi? Dude, congratulations, Adam. You have had the best luck recently, man. That is awesome. Congratulations. That is awesome, my man. Really focus on PS4 because you have a favorite Spider-Boy. Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. If I get like a new game on PC or anything, I'll kind of get absorbed in that for a bit. Yo, Adam656 raid hype. Thank you for the raid, Adam, and seriously, congratulations on that shiny. Chronically Cryptic, welcome to the stream as well. You have year 6 at school. I have no clue what that is in grades, so you're going with it anyway. I mean, if it's anything like the US, it's either 5th or 6th grade, if I'm not mistaken. I just bought a copy of Heart Gold. I've been wanting it forever. That's awesome, Carla. That's awesome. I've been trying to find some of those as well, but like they're so expensive, especially if you find one that's actually complete in box. You did not get the Yuxi. Had 2,037 encounters. I hope you get it soon if you're going for it. Feels bad. Oh, you are going for a cryptic. Aw, man, I hope you get it soon. Yo, X-Rider, how's it going, man? What is up? Not much. Not much. Just hunting for these 2 Pokemon, hoping that we finally freaking get one. We are so far over odds at this point. Like, we're less than 400 encounters away from Regice being 5 times odds. Yo, Mexican Shrek and Haunted Freezer, welcome to the stream. Still hunting the same duo, eh? Yeah, we are. We are still going for them. Hopefully, one of them decides to let us move on soon. It is kind of crazy. We've been doing this exact setup for the hunt for, what, 2 months now? It is pretty insane. $60 used. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Those games are just so liked, is the thing. Yeah, like, I remember when I saw them hit $50. I was like, wow, who would pay that for, like, used games? And then they just kept going up. Like, obviously they're selling well. They just want attention, and they're getting it. They are definitely getting it. Nothing, you chained 4 shiny Cubone the other night. So you're taking a little break from the radar. Hey, fair enough, man. That's awesome, though. Congrats on the Cubones. Never had a favorite game of all time. Really? For me, Rocket League has been in that place for a while. Pokemon, I feel like Pokemon Sun passed it a while back, but Rocket League definitely held it for the first half of college. Yeah, before that, it was probably like Crash to Insanity or something, like Crash Bandicoot. That was like my favorite games franchise. 40-something the Game Exchange. That's still a lot. Like, you have to think about it. Like, $40 is of the price of a brand new like 3DS game, and now you have just the cartridge, like not in box, no manuals, no Pokewalker. A game that is used and what, like almost 10 years old now, going for more than that. Yo, Crash Infinity, that game is the bomb. Yes, someone who agrees with me. Honestly, it seems like the Crash like fan base is so split on whether or not Twinsanity is like the worst thing that ever happened or the best thing. I am definitely in the camp that it is like the best thing. How do you feel about Smash Ultimate? I'll get it at some point. I'm not a super big Super Smash Bros. Player. Like, I'm awful at the game, and I really just play it like casually with friends. So I'll probably pick it up at some point, but I'm not going to be like one of the people sitting out there waiting to buy it the night it comes out or anything. Crash Bandicoot CTR Classic. I've never played that one. I've played some of the other racing ones like Nitro Kart and stuff. Probably be hunting these 2 for all eternity. I don't know, there is a date, like, that I have in mind that I will use as, like, the... If it's not happening by now, we're taking a break. And, once that... If we need to use that as, like, the ultimatum at some point, I'll let you guys know once that actually gets a bit closer. But, I mean, you know, yeah, I don't need to, like, be serious. If it doesn't happen by the end of September, or, like, near the end of September, like, I have plans for some other stuff. So, like, you know, it needs to happen by then. You're so on Twinsanity. I really liked it. It was still a platformer and stuff, and, like, it's still focused fully on platforming. The game's really broken, though. Like, so many, like, the key cutscenes, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll just loop back and play the same part of the game over and over and over again. Which can be fun. Like, it means you can go back and do stuff again, but at the same time, I got stuck as a kid because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I legitimately ended up playing like some of the scenes a whole bunch, like 4 or 5 times before I figured out how to get past it. But despite that, it's such a fun game. Work has been awful the last few days. I'm sorry to hear that, Carla. I'm sorry to hear that. You agree it's broken, but it's so fun. It is so much fun. Let's talk about there are people who don't like Twinsanity. A lot of people really, really are purists for the first, like, trilogy, which I can kind of respect. Granted, you should at least count Wrath of Cortex as a good game in there still. Like, it's still the same exact, you know, hub with 5 levels of 5 formula and stuff. Like, to that end, I say Wrath of Cortex fits into that initial set. Twinsanity definitely broke the mold for a lot of people, I feel. You know? So I can respect that a little bit. Wrath of Cortex. Wrath of Cortex is the first one I ever owned. because I had an Xbox. My friend had a like original PlayStation, so I played all of the ones before that on that, and that was like one of the first games that I remember like really playing as a kid. And then I got to Insanity for Christmas one year, and it was just like that was like the best one. I would still go back occasionally and play it. I kind of want to like bring my original Xbox out here with me when I go back home next, just so that I can play more of it. How we doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you, Munch? Wrath of Cortex was your jam? The game was so hard for you? I got stuck on like the second level, like whatever, one of the ones that just had like seals walking in front of you or something. I don't know why that one tripped me up so much. Like there was just one part where they're like walking across the path. All you had to do was jump over them, and I kept jumping over them and into like a cave or into like a hole. I need to buy the Insane trilogy. I need to as well. At some point. I don't know though. I don't have space on my computer, and now that I know like the only version of that that runs at 60 FPS is the PC version, I want to get it on PC. Because that way I could play it here, like on this, as well as like on my TV with a Steam Link. Like, I think that'd be like the perfect way to play it. Like that'd be the best way I think to buy it, personally. I got a box set of Nitro Kart, Tag Team Racing, and Twinsanity from a book fair in elementary school. Oh dang, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I just remember getting each of them for Christmas from or no, we got Nitro Kart when we got our Xbox. And we got Wrath of Cortex. I got Wrath of Cortex for my birthday. And then every Crash game that came out for original Xbox after that, I got as a Christmas gift. I remember though, or I know like there are new Crash games after Twinsanity, and those are the ones that I personally don't like too much, like Crash of the Titans. I haven't played Mind Over Mutant, which I know is a bit more normal, but like Crash of the Titans, I don't know. I haven't even beaten. Like I remember buying it, going, "This is okay," and then just kind of stopping. Like it wasn't as enjoyable. Konnichiwa, the Yuking Matsu. Welcome to the stream. Only the PC version. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the consoles probably aren't going to run it much better, and honestly, it's Crash. Like, as much as everything works, I personally would like to be able to play everything at least 60. I would not be surprised that the physics engine and button controls were still limited to 30, even on PC. It's just how the engine's made. So Matt, you played LEGO Star Wars with the complete saga and got every character. Took at least a year and lost the game, and you moved so you never found it. Aw, rip. That is unfortunate. Book fairs are so nice. I remember book fairs. Those are always so exciting. I never bought anything. I think I may have bought like one book one time or something. But like, that was it. I'd always just go around and look and go, oh, these are cool, and then never buy it. Your dad has a PS1, you grew up with a PS2. First Crash game you ever played was the original Crash Team Racing for PS1 on your PS2. I could never save it on no memory cards. For me, our first like home console we had was an Xbox. Because like my dad wanted to play Midtown Madness 3. Like he was a big Midtown Madness player on PC, like when the first 1 and 2 came out. And then the third one was like an only on Xbox game. So he's like, alright, well, surprise, we got an Xbox for Christmas. Richard Nixon's upper lip, welcome to the stream. How is life? It is going well. Yeah, Mike, I seen a bit Bladwords. Eevees are at night too, right? Yeah, the only difference between day and night for Eevees is if you start the SOS chain during the day, Eevee can call an Espeon. And if you start the SOS chain at night, Eevee can call an Umbreon. That's the only difference you're going to find between the two. And Eevee's just hard to find. It's like a 5% encounter rate, so that's why there might be some difficulties finding it. Good luck at a go. Alright, we'll see you later, Daniel Martinez. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. Real question, did you ever play Jak and Daxter? I never played Jak and Daxter. No. I feel like I missed out, but no, I never played it. I think this Lillipup is following you. It wants you to hunt for it. Ninja Doge, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Rest in pepperonis, you missed out hard. I did, I guess. I did. Yeah, I never played Spyro either. Like, I just kind of missed out on a lot of those. But I did play Crash, and I'm glad I got that one at least, because that was like my first like real experience with like video games outside of like Midtown Madness and some like other games that came on like a 3-disc set that my dad got for PC. Have you actually not gotten Charmander after 14,000 times? Yeah, no, we're still going for it. Chat hasn't caught any fails if I've done any. So we're still like just going for our first one. And Regice here is also a bit over odds, if I do say so myself. Jack Dexter, Sly Cooper, Crash, good times. I wanted to play Sly Cooper as well. I saw Appleco do a bit of a playthrough of it, and I kind of was like, oh, I wish I had played that as a kid. Because a lot of those games I was like, oh, I want to play, but then I don't know, I never like asked for them or anything, so it was just like, ah, he likes Crash. And it's like, it's the right thing to assume. I do like Crash. But yeah, so like that's what happens with that for me. Love Sly Cooper, enjoy the series. I want to play it at some point. Shiny Charmander is definitely worth it having a Black Charizard though. It'll be really nice to have. Like, I am excited to get it. At this point, we've been hunting it over a year, so like giving up on the hunt is not really an option at this point. Like, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get it, no matter how long it takes. We just, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, we might end up taking a pretty massive break in a little bit, just because of like some stuff I plan on doing later on in the month. As well as just like, look, I want to try to get in one hunt I've been planning for a while before Let's Go happens. And I was intending to kind of do it after I caught all the Hoenn legendaries, but Regice is really making that difficult to do in like the schedule I had kind of planned out. Like, I don't even know if it's technically like even remotely possible or like reasonable to think that I'll get the rest of the legendaries in time, even if Regice were to drop this encounter. So maybe one of those things where I end up just like abruptly putting stuff on hold for it, but it'll be a fun hunt, I think, once I actually do get to it. Do I have the Shiny Charm? If not, you're so sorry about your odds. I do have the Shiny Charm for Regice. Obviously, there's no way to get the Shiny Charm for Charmander because it didn't exist in this game. Ninja Doge, thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. But yeah, so like, Charmander doesn't have the charm, but that's just because that's how Gen 3 is. But we do have the charm on Regice, which means we're almost 5 times over odds, which is just insanity. Glad Night and Day still change, even if the game times out. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by times out? Just realized your whole day tomorrow is awful. Nah, it'll be good, Adion. It'll be all good. You'll get through it, my man. Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, because the night and day is based off of the like system clock, so it like reads the time from your 3DS. So fortunately, yeah, like that, all that stuff can still happen even if your game like gets to the max number. I still think it stinks that the game can max out like that. Like, I think personally, like, it should be able to read over 1,000. Like, we've been doing this for 20 years. We can do 3D rendering. I think we can read over 5 digits of time. Double science, ICT, maths, double business. Ooh, ooh. What do you mean by like a double science? Does it mean like you have 2 sciences, or does that mean just like it's twice as long as a normal class? Maybe donating would help the odds, but I'm broke. I want to donate. I cry. I mean, I just appreciate the like thought of you wanting to donate. Like that is enough for me. ICT is alright, but the rest aren't so good. What is ICT? That is a acronym that I am unaware of. Unlike Gen 3, where the events stop. Do they actually stop once the clock runs out? Because I know like that's why they have the internal battery, is for keeping the time. It's twice as long. Ooh, that's rough. I'm sorry, Squishy Lad. I'm sorry, my man. Or I'm sorry, Adion. Oh, it's computers and stuff. Okay, I don't want to. For me, I agree. Like that would be the one class. It's like not so bad, depending on what you guys are doing in there. Donating helps the odds. Let's give it a go. Cinder, thank you so much for that super chat. Everyone, show Cinder some love in the chats. Maybe it will help the odds. We'll just have to see. Also, maybe it'll actually show up in Streamlabs in a second. So we can get the proper hype on the screen. Zono hype, indeed! Cinderclad super chatted. 199. Thank you, Cinder. I do appreciate that. It's dedication right there. It's like 2 science lessons put together, but they treat it as 1 lesson. Okay. I've had classes like that before, where like on my schedule they've had to be listed as 2 separate classes, but they are like 1 class. Hype indeed, guys. Hype indeed. The sale stop and the Pokelock thing stops. Oh, interesting. That is really unfortunate. I guess, yeah, those are based off of, like, your time in game, not, like, day-night cycles, then. That is unfortunate. Yeah, at least now, like, they've accounted for that much of it, and oh boy, those voice cracks. I feel like those aren't the last ones we're going to be hearing today. My voice is a little bit gone, if you guys can't tell. I still wish there was a way I could get Streamlabs to, like, actually show the Super Chat donations, like, in the ticker and stuff. Like, because everything Streamlabs donation related, like, ends up being completely separate from Super Chat, just because of the way, like, that they're separated by it. How many encounters did Shiny Regirock take? It took like 600 and something. The exact number's down in the description, like at the very bottom. But, way less than Regice. At this point, I want to say 10 times less than Regice. That sounds about right. Your Switch was crashed, you were just about to beat Hollow Knight. Oh no! Got some new goodies for home. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, 628. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like, that's obviously better than odds, but it's like about normal for like an under odds encounter, I feel. Like, somewhere between that and like 2000 is where I kind of expect to get most shinies. But then there's this. Especially, at least like Shiny Charmed. At least the Shiny Charm soft reset, like the ones with the odds that we have for the Legends right now. Yeah, 10 times less. Over 10 times less at this point. I really want to move your Gen 4 Pokemon to Gen 7, but then you'd need Gen 5 game with RDS and Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. Like, I have all the games I'd need to make that path for myself, but I'd need to beat them. I'm specifically sitting here with, like, Gen 4 cartridges that I can't reset or, like, play all the way through. Like, if I reset that one, it would just, like, I'd die a little bit inside. But hopefully, again, after I do, like, my next hunt, like, the next big hunt, we'll be good there. It's got a shiny Barbicle. Nice, Squishy Lad. Congratulations. always either really under odds or really over the odds with the shiny legends. I mean, I've had a couple show up right around odds, like mid 1000s, like early 2000s, you know, stuff like that. Like, not horribly over odds. But yeah, when they go over odds by a lot, they go over odds by a lot. You know, look at Raikou, which, granted, Raikou's a bit different of a situation. It was essentially just double odds, because I didn't have the shiny charm for the first 5,000 encounters. But then you have Regice, which is significantly over. Poipole almost doubled odds. Stuff like that. Your cat's being a jerk. Oh no! Haunted Freezer's cat. Stop being a jerk. Japan is Monday morning now, and you have to go to school. Well, I hope school goes well for you today, Yuking Matsu. Eevee, why show up, you fox cat thing? I definitely say Eevee's a fox. Found type null in 422 and Poipole in 7,589. Dang, someone who went more on Poipole than me. That is crazy. Granted, I say that like Tony isn't somewhere. Oh man, yeah, like I feel like Poipole's a big one where people either got it really quickly or it took them forever. Like, I don't think anyone really got it reasonably around odds. Afinobi EX, welcome to the stream. You love Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Awesome, or Ultra Lune. Awesome. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Now they're giving out the event Poipole, very mixed feelings. The one you caught still is the one that's going to have your ID on it. It's going to be yours. The other one's probably going to have a fixed nature. It's probably going to have, not necessarily fixed stats, but it's going to have like a fixed trainer ID that isn't yours. Stuff like that. So like this one is definite, like the ones you hunt are definitely worth more, I feel. I personally am going to end up getting the event one, but I'm also going to hunt for a second one. Specifically to fill out my living decks with my trainer ID on Pokemon. Like, for example, even though I have the shiny Tapu Koko from the event, if they do ever make it an unlocked shiny where like you can go and actually hunt it, I'm gonna hunt it. Friend went like 18k for her shiny Poipole. It's insane. Don't bring that up. Poor Tony. Poor Tony. I hope he gets it soon. Like, I really want him to get it before this event happens. Manuel Gutierrez, welcome to the stream. You got your Poipole really fast. It only took you a day. That's awesome. It took me like 2 months. One of your friends got it first try. Oh, dang. That's super lucky. Currently trying pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. You don't tell me how those are. I don't think I've ever heard of those. And I don't know how I feel about them. Like, I don't know if they'd even be remotely good or not. Another one of your friends got it in like 4 encounters. It all balances out, right? You actually have a soft reset hunt for Poipole or Poplio on hold. The Alolan starter soft reset is another hunt that either takes forever or doesn't. Like, that one can be under odds and take forever. The cutscenes on it are ridiculous. I wish that they could have... Why is it that Heart Gold Soul Silver is like the only time they've ever been able to pull off, like actually being able to see the Pokemon if they're shiny or not before you collect it? Like, if you could do that, it would make this starter hunt in Kanto so much easier. It would make the Alola hunt so much easier. Especially, like, the new one. Like, in Usum with that new cutscene, you would see them almost instantly. Like, you could reset immediately. As opposed to sitting through the whole cutscene, choosing it, it's staring at you for a while, and then eventually being able to see it, you know? Be right back. I seen a bit, Squishy Lad. Are you not playing Pokemon until you beat Hollow Knight? Fair enough, fair enough. I have to do that to myself, too. Like, if I'm gonna, like, play a game that I know I want to beat, I'll have to, like, make sure everything else, like, is on hold. Because if I like, leave it, I won't come back for months. Your brother caught a shiny Meowth by accident. He wasn't going for one for anything. He just found it. I mean, that's always an awesome way to find shinies, is just randomly. I remember randomly finding a Murkrow in my Ultra Sun playthrough, like by myself, and that was super awesome. That was super duper fun. Actually really good. Oh, interesting. I honestly would not have expected that. If we're being completely honest, I would not have expected that. Yeah, like, Hollow Knight looks so cool. I really want to get it at some point. Cutscene is the reason why the hunt is on hold at 1,804 soft resets. Understandable. Yeah, because, like, you've probably put in as much time in that as I've put in this Regice hunt. Like, that's just how crazy long that cutscene is. Yo, Pika-san, welcome to the stream. I love my wets. Alright guys, let's see if the palindrome number here on Pokemon. It's worth the money, but it's so hard. Like, sometimes they're really challenging platformer games, like what you need, you know? Darn, that Charmander didn't show up on the palindrome. I'll throw back to your random shiny seal 5 minutes in your randomizer. That's pretty awesome, though. You have a Furret. Nice, Pika-san. That's awesome. The shiny Suicune is taking forever. I hope you get it soon, Manuel. I hope you get it soon. My eyes are playing tricks on me again, guys. I'm going a bit crazy here. Don't know an eternity until you're Ian hunting Charmander. It's been a year. It's been a year, and honestly, like, with the breaks and stuff, it really hasn't been too long. Stop messing up Ian's eyes. It's just so close, you gotta strain to see it. Okay, since I'm taking a break from shiny hunting, I'm gonna play a randomizer, shiny seal. Hello. It's just like, oh, I mean, now I'll show up. You can never escape the shinies. Yeah, you don't know an eternity until you're Ian hunting Charmander. You know, it's been like 5 months. You're angry, me. Why are you angry? Someone went past 16,000 for Poipole and you're just like, it can happen. You can get unlucky and it just takes forever. I don't know how you would do it with that of all soft reset hunts. But just like, dang. Not always up to trying new things with those Pop-Tarts. Like, good. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes, like, yeah, things can just... I'm a picky eater, too. And, like, tend to stick to the foods I know. But, yeah, sometimes something just, like, actually looks decent enough. That's like, maybe that'll be good. Forgot to ask why the hat on the Charmander. It's actually just because Squishy Lad's like, hey, we should put a top hat on it. And I said, yeah, let's do it. And then after, like, him reminding me 5 or 6 times, I finally did it. But I think we've decided it's the 10K top hat. So we're going to put it on any Pokemon that goes over 10,000 encounters. So currently Charmander is the only one to have done so. So it gets the top hat. But if anything else goes over, it gets that. And then at 15K, I think we're adding a monocle. It's more than... Makes another word when spelled backwards. If only palindrome, if the name for palindromes had been something that was a palindrome, put Thug Life glasses on it if it goes over 15K. I think we're going with a monocle, which I think is an even more Thug Life form of glasses, right? Okay, I can't find this Virizion and I've done like 6K soft resets for it. I need to take a break, so let's play a randomizer. Shiny Feel Surprise. Yeah, there you go. It's not like you were done with shiny. You just like needed something where you weren't expecting a shiny, so you could just not focus on it. Any luck with Regice yet? Apparently not. Yep, not yet, Ash. Not yet. Hopefully today, though. Like, Come on. It's been long enough. It's been long enough. We could go for a shiny at any point now here. And I would be a very happy man. I'm back. Welcome back, Squishy Lad. Stop stealing my luck. It's A-Drive who's taking it. I think he was already good enough off without my luck. How's those hallucinations going? Still happening. Still happening. Really, I can't find a single part of, like, the Regice, like, model as a shiny to look at that isn't, like, that actually makes sense to, like, look at and noticeably changes. That isn't just a shading thing. So really, like, I don't know exactly what I'm going to expect it to look like on screen until we see it. Imagine Ian plays a randomizer live and a shiny or Regice shows up. That would be a bit crazy, wouldn't it? Which movie should you go see next year? The live-action Pokemon movie or How to Train Your Dragon 3? I don't think I ever saw How to Train Your Dragon 2. I remember the first one was good. I don't know. Probably just the shading. Like, that is what it is in terms of this. Is either like a shadows cast from something in my room, or like actual shading in the game being a little bit different or random each time. Like, I think I've seen videos, and it is a noticeable difference once you're actually looking at it. Like, once you've been staring at it for 6,000 encounters, it's actually something noticeable that you're not going, is it? You're going, it is. But I'm not able to confirm that until I actually see it. Gonna grab a snack, don't get the shiny without you. No promises, but I have a feeling you're in the clear there, Haunted Freezer. Protect the Pikachu. Oh yeah, that's coming out next year, isn't it? Confetti this. Oh boy, I bet you're surprised to see me. I bet you were. I bet you were very surprised. But yeah, so now you have like a way to actually get it into a legitimate game now. Regice is gonna appear at the same number of encounters as Poipole. That would put it at 5 times odds, like over 5 times odds. That would be, honestly, not too much farther from here. But it would still be a lot. That would be like another day of hunting. Like, that would be sometime on Tuesday. Like, I ultimately would not complain, but that would still be, like, more encounters than, like, than it being, like, the next one. Japan is working on scanning Yu-Gi-Oh cards to create holograms in the duels. The video mentioned it would work on all cards, Pokemon 2 maybe. That'd be cool if it worked on Pokemon, but I imagine, like, the way you have to do it, it wouldn't quite work. You'd have to make the models for every single card. Oh, really? Well, there you go. Great reference there, then. Boy, oh boy, Ian's like, is meaningless as a Regice Charmander duo? How dare they? How dare they? Without me, these two wouldn't exist right here. A few days ago, you got your long-reach shiny Rowlet. Awesome, Ash. Awesome, dude. Justice for Waluigi. Waluigi will get added to Smash as soon as Regice shines. Yo, Redblade39, welcome to the stream. Just joined the stream, you're in the middle of playing Pokemon Emerald. Well, I hope that's going well. How are you doing today? Gonna a waltz and you named it Ray after Sue's mom. Cool, cool. Have I ever been to the UK? I have not. I have not. I've actually never been outside the US. Abby Carberry, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Your long-range shiny Rowlet hatched on the 16th egg. Nice! That's, like, amazing. That's super awesome, dude. Like, only 16 eggs? Dang, dude. Let's finish recording episode 2 of your series, and now to start editing it. Good luck! Good luck. I've been working with editing, like, truly editing for the first time, and oh boy, is that video gonna be rough, but it'll exist, it'll be a thing, and hopefully it's actually useful in its, like, topic. Why do I keep messing up? Zeus. Zeus is... Oh, okay. Without Game Freak, they wouldn't be here. That's true, but these two specifically, like the one that's on the screen there right now, would not exist. But now it also doesn't exist again, so joke's on it, I guess. What do you guys think that Daisy Ridley being added into Smash Bros? Oh my goodness. No fun. I mean, it does have the assist trophy, but it's not quite the same. You evolved your long-reach shiny Rowlet into Decidueye, and you also EV trained it. That's cool, man. Miiverse was your jam? I never played Miiverse or anything early to do with that. I kept my promise. I did. We indeed have not found a shiny since you left. I'm gonna be honest though, I would have been a little bit okay if the promise was broken. Like, it would have meant we got the shiny. But I'm glad that you'll be here for it. Like, it's better that it wasn't broken, assuming that we still get it. Oh man, I can't imagine like actually trying to tell the difference on the 3DS. Like, I think that's a bit different for me. Sakurai is a bully to Waluigi. How dare he? What's your favorite Pokemon and shiny? Favorite Pokemon is Rowlet. Favorite shiny Pokemon is Milotic. What if one of us in chat is cursing Ian's luck? Oh no. Maybe I'm the one cursing my own luck for this. Cool choices. Well, thank you. What are your favorites? What are your favorites, BB? It's pretty obvious by now that Rowlet's his fave. I mean, for anyone who's relatively new, you know, it might not be. It could be something else. I feel like the Rowlet as like the sponsor icon or membership icon actually helps with that a little bit, but at the same time, like, not quite. You'll be able to see the difference when you get yours, you notice right away. That's what I'm thinking. I'm definitely thinking I'll notice it. But at the same time, I haven't noticed it yet. So I'm very, very cautious with it. Also, oh no. Oh no. I don't want to encounter it while we're doing this. Alright, we're just gonna sit here for a second on Regice. I don't want to do it while the internet's doing the stupid... Alright, there we go. Looks like we're back. Looks like we're back there. Sorry about that, guys. Obviously his favorite's Regice, yeah. It's why I've spent so much time on it, right? Your favorite Pokemon is Rockruff, and your favorite shiny is Umbreon. YouTube disclosed you glad you got back to the stream? I'm glad you got back too, man. I'm glad you're still here. Uh-oh, it's lagging. It is. I am aware. I am absolutely aware. Hopefully it fully fixes itself. Hopefully. Hopefully. That's always a bit frustrating. Yo, Rune, what's going on? Been on a long Pokemon break. What's up? Still going for Regice and for Charmander. How's it going for you, Rune? How have you been? Favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, and your favorite shiny is Umbreon, and your favorite evolution is Umbreon, and your favorite dog Pokemon is, you guessed it, Lillipup. Umbreon is a fox. That's what I was about to say. Like, I would not consider Umbreon a dog. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. It's been good. It's quite impressive that those two have refused to shine. Especially Regice. We're coming up on 5 times odds. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's gotta happen at some point. Like, I don't even know what the statistics are at this point on, like, getting it versus not getting it. But I know we're within, like, the top, like, 5%. But on a Pokemon break, too. Charmander, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, but I will find you. And we found plenty of Charmander. We just need to find the shiny one. On a Pokemon breaks, you're playing Hollow Knight? Yeah, I mean, totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. I'm just casually waiting for the next Pokemon game. I feel ya. I feel ya. They're in the not shiny club. Hopefully not for much longer. That's true, this is honestly ridiculous. Maybe you found one and everyone missed it. I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, like, I wait until I'm throwing out Trevenant every time just to make sure that I haven't, like, goofed it up in some way. And, like, I have the audio so that everyone who's watching the stream and, like, and me and everyone's, like, hearing the sound from that audio, just so, like, I've tried to make it as impossible for no one at all to notice as I can. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know. It's been good for the past few days, and now it just decides that it doesn't want to work. It just doesn't look like it wants to do anything now. Which is fan-freaking-tastic. I'm gonna give it, like, another minute to try to recover here. Which looks like it's not doing. Yeah, it's not really recovering much, guys. I wish it was. I wish I'd be able to, like, keep going. Nope. Oh, it went